Back on the Golf Fix here. We're talking about those confusing terms in the game. We're straightening them out and then know that it's going to help you improve your game. Now, the number one teacher in the world, when we went to break, we left you with this. The biggest mistake that I see with amateurs is, Butch Harmon says, they hit off their right foot. Obviously, he's talking about right-handed players. They hit off their right foot, which means we're not covering the ball. You hear this all the time. Oh, he's just not covering the ball. What does covering the ball mean? Well, it means that as you come through into contact, that your chest is going to be more kind of facing down or covering the ball. Instead of opening this up and imagine there's sunlight coming in this way, you're going to block that sunlight from getting to that golf ball. Now, your chest isn't over the ball that way, but you are over the shot instead of coming out of the shot. That would be another way to say it, coming out of that shot. So we've got to get that chest to stay in there. Now, the way you're going to do that, it's twofold. One, you need to have some hip depth. And what I mean by that is, and I've got this little bar right here. What that means is, in a down the line shot here, Ruddy, what it means is that when I'm coming down into the downswing, that my left cheek is going to stay on. It's always so confusing to know what word to go with at that point. But I'm going to keep that back there just like that. And now my chest, and you can see, yeah, that's brilliant how my left cheek is kind of staying there. And then my hip is going to roll up that way, and I'm going to stay in this angle that I've created at address. So right there, in that position all the way through. And this is something that you can do in your house. You just get up against a wall, cross your arms across your chest, and just make some swings where you're going right, left, and then hip. Right, left, and hip. And this is something that I'm doing all the time. I give this drill to my students all the time because I want to make sure that you stay in that posture. Now, the next thing that you need to do, and this is really what Butch was referring to, is the hitting off of the right foot. What we've got is, I'm going to put this right in here to give you an idea of what a swing looks like if you're hitting off of your back foot, which is in effect what Butch is talking about. So we set this right here, and you can see how my head is now right in line with that gear tie. If I'm hitting off of my trail foot, all of a sudden my body is going away from the target line and it is staying on the backside of this gear tie here. What we want to do is we want to feel like that body is moving forward into that position. And the combination of the wall and this allows me to cover the ball and stay in that shot. So what we do now is get this image that I'm going to make sure that my chest and my head get in front of that gear tie. And it's not going to pick up because we're blocking it. So I get that feeling of this going here. And then we also want to combine that with the wall.